Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Muhammad Ashraful Alam and I am an instructor for this course. Now we are going to discuss how a computer works. First of all, I would like to show you a simple workflow diagram of a computer. This is the simplest workflow diagram of a computer. The input unit of a computer takes data or information from the users and stores the data into the memory in the form of digital data. And then the processing unit performs the processes as per the instructions or programs given to the computer. And after performing some processes, finally, the processing unit generates the results. And the results are then sent to the output unit for the user. So now I'm going to show you the actual architecture of a computer. This is the basic architecture of a computer. A computer basically composed of several hardware components such as central processing unit, storage or memory unit, input and output units. The central processing unit is also termed as CPU, and the CPU itself is divided into two separate units, control unit and the arithmetic and logical unit. Control unit controls or coordinates all the parts of the computer by using its control signals. And the arithmetic and logical unit, also known as ALU, performs all the operations take place in the CPU. And the ALU executes the programs performing arithmetic and logical operations on the data. The storage or memory unit is also classified into two different types, primary storage and the secondary storage. Primary storage is small in size as compared to the secondary storage. RAM is an example of the primary memory. The primary memory is smaller in size as compared to the secondary memory, and it is very close to the CPU. The CPU utilizes the primary memory while executing a program. The secondary memory stores all other data, programs, and softwares. And the input unit takes input data or information provided by the users and stores them into the memory in the form of binary data. The output unit provides the result to the users. From the figure, we can see that the solid line arrows are representing the data flow, whereas the dashed lines are represented the control flows. Let me summarize the functions of all elements or parts of a computer. The input unit such as keyboard or mouse takes inputs from the user and stores them in the memory in the form of binary bit patterns. The memory unit is the storage area of the computer, and it stores the data before processing as well as the results after processing. The central unit is the brain of the computer. It executes a program by performing arithmetic and logical operations on the data. And finally, the output unit, such as monitor or printer, provides the results of the computer processed by the CPU to the users. Now, I am going to explain the working principle of a computer by using two simple examples. The first one is addition of two numbers, which follows the arithmetic operations. And the second one is identification of the greater number from two numbers, that follows the logical operations. The first one, the program will ask for two inputs from the user, and the user will provide two input numbers, say 2 and 4, through the input units. And then the input unit stores these two numbers in two variables, x and y respectively. And then it immediately stores this data into the memory in the two variables x and y. Then the processing unit will perform an arithmetic operation, which is this arithmetic function, which is the function of addition. This function actually performs addition of two numbers stored in the x and y variables, and after addition the result will be stored in the variable g. As the input numbers are 2 and 4 here, so the result will be 6. And now the result will be sent to the output unit, and the user can see the summation of the two numbers given by the user is 6. Now move to the second example. Again, the program will ask for two numbers from the user, and then the user will provide the two numbers, say 2 and 4, to the input unit, and the input unit then stores these two numbers in two variables x and y into the memory. And then the processing unit will perform a logical operation, which is an if-else function. An if-else function basically sets a condition first, which is if the number x is greater than y, then it will execute the first statement, which is x is greater. On the other hand, if the statement is false, that is, if the number x is less than y, then the program will execute the second statement, which is y is greater. For our example, the x is 2 and y is 4. That means the condition is false. So the program will execute the second statement as a result, which is 4 is greater, because the value of y is 4 here. That's why the result is 4 is greater. So now the processing unit will send the result to the output unit, and the user will be able to see the output as 4 is greater. In these ways, a computer performs its all operations. A computer can perform even very complex computation by using the arithmetic and logical operations. Thank you.